Hello, hello. It's time for another gimmick table on a Sunday something or other. And, we don't always like to dump on game stuff. We like to dump on other things. Stuff that really confounds me or intrigues me or whatever the case may be me. And, I came across this for about $12.99. And, I don't know. It's the wireless retro keyboard from Artikl. I guess that's what they're called. It's two AAA batteries not required, not included. Wireless connection, 2.4 gigahertz, built-in tablet holder. It's got that. It's got this item is electromagnetically protected. Let's look in the back. A wireless keyboard click. That's the price I paid. AAA batteries required. Built-in tablet, compact and portable design. And introducing a wireless plan vintage to lower blah 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 blah. Showcasing the ability to hold a tablet. Rounded keycaps, full-size keyboard, responsive and smooth typing, and some links and logos and your guarantee and the code, and don't toss it in the bin. No sad onion. So if you're a sad onion, not the 3, you can actually use this. So right off the bat, I'm wondering what's so retro about this. It's supposed to be like classic typewriter type, but a classic typewriter is a lot bulkier and actually a lot more metal or metallic, that sort of thing. So, I don't know. I should probably get a knife to cut this thing. That would probably be a good idea. I got one here, fortunately. Let's see if we could. So you got the Swiss Army bottle opener. I got this in my trip to Ottawa for about, I think it was like $1.50 at the Dollar Tree store, where you can buy a lot of stuff for up to $2, but most of it is like $1.75. As opposed to going to a Dollarama in Quebec, where the equivalent stuff is like $5 or whatever. So, and nowhere near as good. So, anyways, I'm gonna pop this open. No, we're not, because there's more fucking stickers. You know, we used to have a gag when we used to do Christmas get-togethers and we buy each other gifts. One of my cousins had an affinity for taping all their shit up. Lots and lots of tape, so it became virtually impossible to open. And I feel like that's the same case here. So anyways, we'll set this aside. We'll look for some other paperwork. This is the wireless retro keyboard manual. Please use this user manual before you use the product and keep it for future reference. It is not a manual, it is a pamphlet. And, obviously, instructions on how to use the device, as well as function keys for increasing the volume, lowering the volume, things that you would not need on a keyboard that has such buttons. We're going to set that aside, and receiver is nowhere, huh? Or is it inside the keyboard? It's probably inside the keyboard. Keyboard I'm gonna need Yeah. So the receiver is in there. I had to use a screwdriver to pop up the battery compartment, but regardless, that it is what it is. Anyways, we'll set that aside. We'll look at the keyboard. This is the keyboard as the box falls on the floor. I don't know. Feels kind of plasticky. Well, let's look at the keys, and they're nice and rounded. They're an obnoxious peach color, because of course there are. It screams, nothing screams retro like a peach colored thing. And they're chiclet keys, so they sound like most of those keyboards. I don't know. They feel okay, I guess, I suppose. They're not quite clicky. I'm not getting the retro feel for this thing. But, yeah, I don't know. Usually if I'm thinking a retro keyboard, I'm thinking something that's more like something that came with an IBM PC from like 20, 30 years ago, from back in the 80s, 90s. Maybe something resembling the Commodore or Amiga or Atari line, or, you know, those kind of keyboards that are nice and big and bulky, which this is not. So I don't know what retro feeling I'm supposed to be getting, but I'm clearly not getting it. But as a keyboard, it feels, I don't know, feels like any cheapo keyboard that I've bought at the dollar store for about $5. But it looks a little nicer, so there's that. And it has a thing to hold your tablet. I don't have a tablet, so I don't know. Can it hold an Atari 7800 cartridge? Probably not, because it's too thick. Dark chambers, in case anyone is remotely interested. I figured, why not? They were re-releasing it, and it's cheaper than getting the actual thing, which was probably like $80-$90 with taxes and duties and shit, things of that nature. So I figured, why not? I don't know. Can I play Doom on this thing? I could probably play Doom on this. Does it really matter? Eh. I guess we could give it a try, but that was a riveting minute of content. Oh. I have a couple people wondering, what the fuck am I watching? I wish I had a good answer for you, and I'm the one doing this thing. I'm sorry, I thought this would make for interesting fodder. Well, actually, I did want to get a keyboard like this for the piece of business, because I needed a wireless keyboard and I needed something a little nondescript. So I figured, why not try to give this a shot, whether it works or not. And I don't know, it feels fine. Like, it's not like I prefer mine to have a little more more of a clicking now. Like I prefer something a little more mechanical or genuinely vintage, but I don't know, this is fine, I guess. You know, you get what you paid for, I suppose. I don't know how much did this originally sell for. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe next time I'll buy like maybe next time McDonald's decides to put out a pizza or something and it sells around these parts, I'll probably give that a shot and we'll turn that into a video. Wouldn't that be fun? But yeah, that's the retro wireless keyboard. I don't know why it's retro, but it is a keyboard and I'm sure it'll work fine. Not even gonna test it. Not around these parts because I'm just. Anyways, I don't have any batteries on me anyway, so I gotta get some. Bye.
Okay, one last quick addendum before we close the book on this thing. So I did find some batteries and gave the keyboard a try, and it works fine. It types more than adequately. It's no better than any of those other cheapo keyboards you could grab for a few bucks. Decent range on the wireless side. I could type from my couch or my bed or whatever. It does liken the actual typing sometimes, but no more so than the typical Logitech wireless keyboards I tend to use every so often. So, yeah, I don't know. It looks nice. Not sure I'd call it retro, but it works as intended as a keyboard. So, yeah, I'm sure you're disappointed that you're not seeing the thing in action, but really, if you don't know how a keyboard works at this point in time, I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah. Bye.